John Heyman in the New York Post says, if you're talking about greats in the Yankees' history, Aaron Judge is already a part of that conversation. Do you consider Aaron Judge a Yankee great? A not greatest of all time, but when you're talking about a franchise that has had so much success over its entire history and so many popular players and great players, do you consider Aaron Judge in that class of Yankee greats?
Aaron Judge is already an all-time Yankees great. Obviously, there's a winning formula that a lot of the greats before him has already achieved. So he's still lacking something there. But as far as just a dominant baseball player and being somebody that's feared throughout baseball for 8 years already, I consider him to be one of the greats already for sure.
The funny thing that I feel like when we talk about the Yankees is we don't group all of the all-time great Yankees in one group. Like, right. I think there's a different level for, like, DiMaggio, Babe Ruth, obviously. But you don't maybe realize how great Yogi Berra was. Right. Was that you that I was having a conversation about? I can't remember. Someone was telling me, they're like, do you realize, like, how amazing Yogi Berra was as a player? And we'd think of Yogi Berra and his sayings because we weren't around at that time, but you look at his accolades and they're like pretty darn amazing. And you think of all the Yankee greats, and I'm not a huge baseball guy, but in terms of the 1980s when they weren't really winning, especially in the mid to late 1980s, I think Don Mattingly is considered a Yankee great. I know he's probably the favorite player. I think he'd be Covino's favorite player, one of his favorite players, favorite Yankees of all time. And it wasn't like Don Mattingly had a ring. Like, there's just that Yankee uniform carries so much weight. So even to the point of like where Aaron Judge is ring-wise, it may not match up to Derek Jeter and others, but there's no doubt about in my mind that Aaron Judge is a great. Also because he has the number, like the 99 number, like just fits. Like, it works because you're so used to all the single-digit number greatness that you have. Jeter's 2, Babe Ruth's 3, and then you have the 99. I think that plays a big part in it, too. But just really what he's done on the field, Aaron Judge, all-time Yankee great.
And just the mystique. I mean, like you said, the 99, such a big guy, so he's a hulking figure. So just, like, through the annals of history, I think as you get through, I guess, him playing, because obviously when you're active and you're playing, a lot of times – you get kind of missed with some of the praise that you deserve. But when he's done, how big he was, the 99, the power, just also the Golden Gloves that he got in the outfield. It's not just about what he does at the plate. I mean, the guy is just a complete stud.
Jason Stewart, our executive producer.
The piece that Heyman writes points out, numbers-wise, analytically-wise, and everything else, he should be considered among the greats. And I don't think that I don't really even dispute that. I think the big difference is how we regard baseball, especially doing what we do for a living. On a national level, it just doesn't move the needle anymore. Like, a great example this week, Aaron Judge was in the news. Do you remember why? Because he was giving something to Caitlyn Clark, a much more famous sports figure in this country. Shouldn't Aaron Judge be getting gifts when he goes from city to city?
Hold on. I don't think Caitlyn Clark.
Hold on.
Good use. No way Caitlyn Clark is more popular than Aaron Judge. No way.
Hot take.
Disagree with that.
Let's bring in the unbiased opinion of Iowa Sam. Let's hear this unbiased opinion.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And after you're done, let's go to Monty, who you got a Caitlyn Clark Iowa jersey for her unbiased opinion.
Jersey.
I think that she is more known internationally and she is more popular outside of basketball. So I would absolutely say she's more popular than Aaron Judge.
There's no way.
There's people out here that don't even know who Aaron Judge is.
You said what?
There's people out here in California who don't know who Aaron Judge is.
I don't even know what metric I could use. But I'm sorry, Aaron Judge, number one, has the longevity. Like, Caitlyn Clark has been a conversation for a true conversation for what, 18 months?
But I think that more people know who she is.
You know what? It's crazy, Dan. I might agree with Iowa Sam here, and it's not because obviously I'm a Yankee fan too, and I believe that Judge is all the things that we're saying and what you're saying as well. I just think the explosion of the women's game and what she did during those times, it kind of unrivals any other thing, any other player, any other sport as well. It's interesting.
This is where Jason's baseball problem with baseball point may be made.
Exactly.
Of where baseball is not doing any favors to Aaron Judge. But he also broke the American League mark for home runs in a season.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, we were following that, and I don't care. There has not been a story over the last 5 years, World Series included, that we have talked about on-field stuff more than that year's home run chase. Hasn't happened. Giancarlo Stanton, when he was with the Marlins, 57, 59, was closing in.
Yep.
It was kind of a story before he came to the Yankees. I would also say that with Stanton, with Soto, Judge is still a bigger figure than those two.
For sure.
So, like, he is, and who did we want to see in the All-Star game? We wanted to see Paul Skeens go up against, not Caitlyn Clark, Aaron Judge. She was the reason that we watched it. So I know we are a prisoner of the Caitlyn Clark moment, but there is no way that she is more popular than Aaron Judge. That's absurd to say. That's disrespectful to an MVP of Major League Baseball, a 6-time All-Star, a 3-time Silver Slugger, a Rookie of the Year, a Home Run Derby champ.
But, okay, what's the word you're using here? Popular? Because the word choice can be at a detriment here. So what's your phrase? What are you debating here right now, Dan?
Famous. The fame.
Fame.
Yes.
More people know about her?
She's more famous.
Or Judge?
I think she's more famous than Judge right now. And I'm a Judge guy, so so it's not.
Doesn't sound like you. It sure sounds like you're a Caitlyn Clark drinking the Kool-Aid. Motzi, you got 20 seconds.
I asked a group of my girlfriends who aren't big sports athletes. I asked, do you know who Aaron Judge is? Who's Caitlyn Clark? One responded, I know Caitlyn Clark, the basketball player. I assume Aaron Judge is an athlete.
Why don't you poll some people in Des Moines, Iowa, see what they think. He's Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. We're in for Covino and Rich. We'll continue this madness next. Just an update. Jason Stewart, Fox Sports Radio, has put out the poll.
Without me in it, so that's good. Like, do I vote or
that's not the one person that actually gets engagement on social media.
I don't even know what I do here, but Covino and Rich are tagged in it. That's good. That's good. They're here. No, they're not.
Oh, my God.
Excellent.
Well, you would have skewed the numbers because Monty's like, I sent a text out to all of her girlfriends.
Right.
Yes, who are not sports fans.
Yes.
And they all know who Caitlyn Clark is.
I thought one of them knew who Caitlyn Clark was, but the other ones had no idea.
No, they all knew that Caitlyn Clark. One just said she only knows her because of me. And then they all said they assume Aaron Judge is an athlete.
This is completely biased. This is absurd. Like, I get it from Iowa Sam and an extension from you because Iowa Sam got you the shirt because you treated Iowa Sam to something. So there's, this back and forth of appreciation.
Right.
I'm shocked by Kerry. And Jason, to be matter of fact, who's a baseball guy, is just... This is you are all prisoners of the moment. Like this, I'm sorry, you're a prisoner of what is happening right now and what has happened over the last couple of months.
Well, I don't want to be on this side. I don't want to be on this side. I've been forced into a corner. Have you ever you've heard the term, don't put baby in a corner?
Yes.
Baby's in the corner now, right? We're surrounded by Iowa Sam and Monty. You see this triangle right here? I am right dab in the middle, all right? And so I have to listen and take the information and put it in a nice package. And the package to me says, right now, Caitlyn Clark is more famous. And so I just have to go with that, Dan. I'm sorry. Sorry, Aaron, if you're listening.
Jerry's in... if he's in Pennsylvania, he's in Lancaster. If he's in California, he's in Lancaster. Jerry... Welcome in to Fox Sports Radio. I haven't even given out the phone numbers, and you've already called in to weigh in on this Caitlyn Clark, Aaron Judge. Do you have us on speed dial, Jerry? Is that what we got?
No, I just have you in my memory.
Nice.
877-99 on Fox. Jerry, what side are you on?
I am on Caitlyn Clark's side because Aaron Judge is an all-star athlete, but Caitlyn Clark is a phenom.
Oh,
all right.
Okay, now, all right, Jerry, come on, man.
You guys are so discrediting what Aaron Judge has
That's
done.
not what we're doing. Even if we are prisoners of the moment, that can be true, and it could also be true that Caitlyn Clark is more famous.
Aaron Judge has been getting MVP votes since 2017.
Yes.
This is Bradley Cooper as a hot movie out, and so he would be more famous than Tom Cruise. That's the point. But Tom Cruise has got way more and is way more famous than Bradley Cooper is. But if Bradley Cooper had a movie out right now, he would be considered, according to you guys, more famous than Tom Cruise.
You're twisting what we're saying.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you what it is.
No.
Aaron Judge has had season after season after season. He brought you 62 home runs in 2022.
Yep.
He's been the face of the Yankees. In fact, he's been the new face of the Yankees. He's the one that is actually outside of, Ohtani and his comet rise and how everybody has drawn to him.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge is the guy in Major League Baseball. It's who we wanted to see at the All-Star game and has done it for year after year after year after year. Caitlyn Clark comes along for 18 months and all of a sudden now she's more famous. That's unfair to Aaron Judge.
Yes,
well, we're talking about
Life isn't fair.
The best player, obviously, we've had the discussion. I've had it with Jason. He wanted to say Ohtani was the best player in baseball, and I came back with Judge. So that's who I am. I know I have so much affinity for him and his talent and him being a phenom, which he is. But all that being said, I still see her as being more famous at the moment. That's all.
It's like when I went around asking everybody, who's more famous, LeBron James or Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift. Now here we are in this moment. Caitlyn Clark or Aaron Judge?
Yeah,
Caitlyn Clark.
Taylor Swift has also been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Has had an
Absolutely.
opportunity to build up her fan base. Mm-hmm. This Caitlyn Clark, surely for as great a story as she is, and I know she was at Iowa for 4 years and was doing this a long time.
Her fandom didn't just come out of nowhere 18 months ago. It's been building for 4 years, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's been the last 18 months. And I'm even saying leading up to the upset of South Carolina and beating and then losing to LSU. I'm taking the months including that. I'm going back to January, February of 2023. That's where I'm starting. And there was time before that where we would see her maybe on a SportsCenter top 10 list. But, this is Aaron freaking Judge of the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Yes, to us he is. To the average person, he is not.
That's
I think
right.
that's what you have to look
That's
at.
actually right, yes.
We're not talking to people who follow sports even a little bit. To us, he is the man, Aaron Judge of the Yankees. To the average person, he's who?
The average person 18 months ago was saying, who is doing this for Iowa?
Right.
Yes,
And yes,
for
that's
sure.
true.
That's
So-
right. That's right.
Yes.
So
but
there's
now
got to
here
be
we
some
are.
equity built up for Aaron Judge for doing this year after year after year.
Listen,
Dan, if you say
hot
that
to
one
us.
more time, we're gonna. You're right. No, you are right. There is no question about it. You know what I mean?
You're going to hear it for the next 12 minutes. Because that's why you guys are just prisoners of the moment.
But even if we are, it's still true. Both can be true.
Yeah, I'm not speaking
right
from
now-
my fandom. I think I'm just being realistic.
Ray Gun is more popular than Caitlyn Clark right now. How about that? Because that's all that we're talking about is the Australian breakdancer.
Yeah, but she'll
but
it'll be
hey, right
diminishing.
now that's
It'll
all I see on
dissipate for her.
TikTok. That's all that I see.
No,
Ray
you would have
Gun
to
this.
say Australian breakdancer. You couldn't use that
She's a
name.
flash in the pan. She's a 15-minute fame.
No,
woman.
when he first said it, I thought he was talking about weed be gone. Or
Oh, I
something.
literally was like, is this ragu sauce? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, the breakdancer.
Yeah, the breakdancer.
See, you have to
No,
say
Ronald Reagan.
But she's,
Ronald Reagan.
Mike is in North Carolina. Mike, welcome to Judge versus Caitlyn here on Cavito and Rich. Mike, North Carolina, going
Yes,
once.
sir.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's up, man? Great show, man. I wish you guys were on every night.
Oh, thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I think everybody's right. It is a prisoner of the moment, but at this moment, she is more famous than Aaron Judge. She's not as famous as Tom Brady. She's not as famous as Michael Jordan, but at this moment in mainstream, like, who would TMZ cover if they were walking out of a restaurant? Her or Aaron Judge? You know what I'm saying?
Well, to Jason Stewart's point, when they were together at the game,
right.
He feels that Caitlin Clark was. This is the interesting part of it, because I look at it as like Aaron Judge is welcoming Caitlin Clark in, and he's looking at it as like, here's Caitlin Clark, the star of the show. There she is starring at the Yankee game. And I don't look at it like that. Like, I look at it as like Aaron Judge is like, hey, welcome to the class of superstars. I've been here for a while. You may be new to all of this, but welcome in, because he's Aaron Judge. It's not like they took Jazz Chisholm and had him welcome her.
Exactly.
Because they're both new to the party. All right.
Can I offer one theory as
yes,
to why
the
she's
Iowa
maybe,
perspective. Yes.
Well, no, I think that she taps a sports fan's going to know who Caitlin Clark is and Aaron Judge. But the average woman out there, I think you're tapping into that demographic. A woman who's not a sports fan, who's just looking at social media, she's going to see Caitlin Clark splashed across her feed, and she's going to root for Caitlin Clark because it's a woman doing cool things in the WNBA and in college basketball. So I think that you have a broader audience now with the female demographic.
Terry is in Mississippi weighing in on the Aaron Judge versus Caitlin Clark. Terry,
Iowa Sam just made an excellent point, and I promise not to curse on air.
Yes, please don't.
No, Caitlin Clark changed the league. I don't think Aaron Judge did that, so I'm going to go with Caitlin.
Aaron Judge made the Yankees again. Mm-hmm. He's the reason. Like, Aaron Judge is the reason that the Yankees are the Yankees again, because there was a point that they weren't being the Yankees, and then Aaron Judge came along and saved the day.
Does Giancarlo Stanton not get any credit for that, though?
No, he doesn't.
None?
He really doesn't, because it's been Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has been the more consistent one. He's been the MVP.
Sure.
He's been the one.
Yeah, but I also think what kind of saturates that a little bit for Judge's calls or case, it's the Yankees have won so much. And so there's a level of that he hasn't done. So when you talk about changing the Yankees have been the Yankees. They had a down moment, but what Caitlyn did for the WNBA is still unparalleled.
Yes, because the WNBA was so low. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So like you're starting from scratch. Like there's not a lot Judge can do.
Yes.
For the grand scheme of the Yankees, but for what he's done over the last 7 years, I think. I mean, he is over the last 7 years of top 3 baseball names you are naming. Aaron Judge is one of those 3. Whether you want to do Trout, Harper, Judge, Ohtani, Judge, Acuna, whatever you want to do, Judge is in that top 3.
Judge is the best player in baseball right now, Dan.
Yeah,
for sure. No question.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right there. But still, you're siding with Caitlin Clark.
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're going to go to North Dakota, okay? This is Roger Maris country. Tim, if you vote for Caitlin Clark, I know you're kind of close to Iowa, but not really close to Iowa. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Tim, welcome to Covino and Rich.
Well, I am from Iowa. But I would think you keep hitting on the point. He's with the Yankees, and a lot of people hate having the Yankees slam down their throat. So it would be, I'd pick Caitlin Clark over the Yankee guy any day of the week.
Sure, they're haters, Tim.
How much he's done for baseball? That's my theory, anyway.
I'll tell you what. 2 years ago, when he was hitting 62, he was the story.
Yeah,
and there haven't been a lot of great stories in baseball. The stories that we've talked about have been cheating, gambling, pitch clock, and injuries. And the only one that we're talking about actually in a positive way has been Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani when he's not maybe gambling. That's another story. Joe is in Montana. Hi, perfect. Joe Montana. Love it. And there is a Joe Montana. Welcome to Fox Sports
That's
Radio.
Joe Montana.
What up, Joe?
WNBA, and the only reason that I even know about the WNBA is because of Caitlin Clark. But Judge is Mr. Baseball.
Yeah.
And we've heard about it for 7 years. And there again, we don't have a baseball team over here, but I sure as heck know who he is and what he's done for the league, minus the fact that he's playing for the Yankees. People might not like the Yankees because of whatever, but he is still huge. He's bringing big hitters back into the league without steroids. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I'm all for what he's doing. And Caitlyn Clark's popular right now, but it's short-lived. And in 6 months, I think it'll be coming to an end.
Yeah, let's have this in 6 months. Let's have this conversation.
It's not going anywhere in 6 months, but longevity does matter for sure.
You know, it would certainly help Aaron Judge is making it to a World Series. He's been there since what year? In New York?
It would.
He's been to, I think, since 2017. They've made 3 ALCS appearances.
Yes.
And they haven't moved past that. And I think him getting to a World Series and winning one would be
what would be a bigger impact?
Would help him.
Him going to a World Series or Caitlyn Clark to the WNBA Finals?
Oh, him to the World Series, 100%. But Dan, there's one thing about this on another national scale. Have you seen Judge in any big time commercials? Anything on a national level?
Didn't he have one recently?
But you got to think about it.
I do have to think about it. I feel like
New
I've
Balance
seen it.
or
Yeah.
Gatorade, one of those. I swear.
But
Yeah.
that's the
Celsius?
crazy part about it. Like, I don't understand why he isn't getting more famous or more fame because of the way he plays, the clean image. So that's another discussion as well. I wonder where that's going.
Does Judge get any points that other people in baseball don't hate him? Is there any points? Just kidding. That was a joke. Nick is in Vermont. Nick, welcome to Judge versus Caitlyn here on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. I just want to say, while I don't pick favorites, I got to holler to my girl, Muncie. I love hearing you on the air.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is unbiased completely.
Yeah, totally unbiased, which also leads me to my next point, which also, again, has nothing to do with being biased. I think I'm going to err on the side of Caitlyn, and I think it really comes down to the point of relevancy. A lot of people are saying a lot of good things, but I think if we were having this conversation when Aaron was having his big home run year, he's in his contract talks, he's trying to make a point to the Yankees.
Sure.
Aaron would sweep all day. But right now, you have a whole league that's on a rise based on the shoulders of Caitlyn Clark. And Aaron has kind of faded into the background because there's other younger names, and he's just, the Yankees aren't really doing anything. So as someone who watches a lot of sports, and I don't pay attention to baseball or the WNBA equally, I would say that if you put their 2 photos next to each other, I'd recognize Caitlyn Clark long before I recognized that was Aaron Judge if he wasn't wearing the Yankees uniform. And I guess that's my 2 cents.
Nick, appreciate it.
Nice, Nick.
Appreciate it. Do you want to call any friends or family members to call in, Monty? We've got a Monty fan. She texted her girlfriend.
But see, I think that's what
she knows Nick too for sure. No question.
Stop it. That's the thing is, I feel like to really find out who is famous, you ask people who are not into sports, right? Who are not paying attention to the everyday sports stories. That's how you find out who is actually more famous. And we've had Preller Forever responding to us, and he makes perfect sense. The Hawk Tuah girl was the most famous person in America for how long? Now she's gone. But fame comes and goes, and it's not for the reasons you think that they maybe should be famous for. He brought up Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton. They were also famous for their own things. So it's just right now, Caitlyn Clark is more famous. Right now.
Their own things is right. That is for sure.
I'll leave it at that.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription or monthly fees. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. You have a poll update, Jason Stewart, on this question.
The votes are just coming in fast and furious on the poll that I did not tag Monty in. It's
true.
Who is more famous right now, Aaron Judge or Caitlyn Clark? Right now, it's running 71% Caitlyn Clark with 330 votes. And I want to say John El Guero, who's listening, responded to the poll with "Nobody cares, stupid questions." Thank you, John.
But when you comment, you indicate that you do care.
Of course.
Why are people... Don't comment. You keep scrolling when you don't care.
The opposite of love is not hate.
Right. But,
it's indifference, apathy.
330 votes in a couple of minutes
In a
will
couple
say
minutes,
that people are caring.
Yeah.
Dan Eccles tweets in, great first name, awful take here. Dan, you're missing the point. Judge may be more talented and established, but popularity has nothing to do with that. Clark's popularity spans across society, sports fans, women, and kids. Then why didn't this happen 2 years ago? Why has it only been 18 months? Judge has been carrying this on his back for 7 years.